All the answers you're looking for are in the Bible. My son went from a completely on track, hitting all of his milestones at 15, 16 months old, to now that he's 4 years old, he does not speak any words yet, and he is in his own world. And during this time where he slowly stopped talking, and then I realized that it was something more, I really wrestled with God over it. I was so devastated, heartbroken, and scared that I would never hear him talk. One night when I was crying out to God about my heartbreak, God told me to read Exodus. I was familiar with the story of Moses, but I had never actually taken the Bible and read the book of Exodus. I was completely shocked when I read this passage in Exodus. God tells Moses that he's the chosen one to lead his people out of Israel, but Moses says, no, you've got the wrong guy. And he specifically says, you have the wrong guy because he can't speak well. He has a speech impediment. And he says, nobody's going to listen to me with a speech impediment. And what God says back to him pierced my soul. The Lord said to him, who do you think gives speech? Who do you think makes the deaf deaf and the mute mute? Who do you think can open their tongues and make it easy for them to speak? Is it not I? This was a huge consolation for me. True moment of the living word of God, where reading the Bible totally transformed how I understood a situation in my life. I had it in my head that Teddy's autism was some kind of mistake, that somehow him not speaking was outside God's will, because I was tangling up God's will with my will. And even though my desires were good, I want my son to speak, it doesn't mean that my desire is actually the best desire for my son and the world globally. God is thinking of everyone and everything in every situation. And he has a beautiful plan for my son. If he can make Moses, who had a speech impediment, one of the greatest figures in the Bible, he can do wonders with my son and his life. And he can do wonders in your life, no matter what the circumstances are. So if you're longing to hear the voice of God and you feel like your circumstances are beyond him, open the Bible and ask the Lord to guide you as to what to be reading next. I promise you, God will console your heart. God will show you that he is in every situation with you and that you are never alone. Follow Little Girl Arise for more tips on how to live a Christ-centered life.